Toxic levels of lead and arsenic have blanketed Pueblo's Bessemer and Eilers neighborhoods for a century. It all traces back to smelting, separating silver from less desired minerals from the earth.
Yeah, the area is so contaminated, it's been declared a superfund site. But now the cleanup project on the south side of the Steel City has been fast-tracked thanks to an influx of money from the Environmental Protection Agency. It's new for us at 10 o'clock.
100 years ago, it was the industry that Pueblo built. The steel business was booming and was the draw for immigrants looking for a new life in America. Today, the same industry that brought life to Pueblo is the cause of health concern.
35 years now. I lived in this home.
Teresa Alkin has raised her family here and isn't concerned about the possible contamination in her yard.
And my children and my grandchildren have been raised here. They played in this dirt, and I really didn't, and I do have them tested for lead, and they've never come up with anything like that. So
she welcomes the testing and potential of transforming her property into something new.
About 6 years ago, the Bessemer and Eilers neighborhoods were put on a national priority list for cleanup due to arsenic and lead in the soil. A daunting 1,700 properties had to be tested, and that process continues today.
At each home, dozens of soil samples are extracted, scraped off, and bagged to be tested. This home, not far away, is in the process of being cleaned and re-landscaped. EPA Administrator Andrew Wheeler saw the need to expedite the cleanup.
Children are playing in their backyards and front yards in the lead-contaminated soil, and it's important to get that removed as quickly as possible. Lead in soil is particularly bad for children. It's a toxin for developmental purposes for children. It actually has been shown to even lower IQ points.
Thanks to what Wheeler calls creative accounting at the EPA, the funding for cleanup here was doubled, now $75 million, so that the project could be expedited and families like Teresa's be given a peace of mind sooner.
And the cleanup is now ahead of schedule and should be finished by 2023. Leaders today told me if you live in those neighborhoods, it's especially important to have your children's blood tested for elevated levels of lead as a precaution, and also talk with your healthcare provider.